So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1, Hurts looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turned out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Scott with it again on 2nd. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Grant Calcaterra, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have come back to make it a 2-point game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down. Actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Running right, this is Gainwell. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, a run with Gainwell. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Brought down by Willie Gay. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead on the final play and a half. So they say no to the field goal tried late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the 2nd half.
So we come. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Hurts will throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury. And we'll be back in a moment. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. That's up and good. It's 22-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Hey, check that. Hey.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go.
And McKinnon is in for a Kansas City touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
On first down, Hurts going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They'll run it, Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a carry for Sanders. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down and 4. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Grant Calcaterra. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is...
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Scott with it again on second.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They go again with Scott. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
They will run for it with Gainwell.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Scott with it again on 2nd.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here's Scott. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team. And keep the clock moving.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. All likelihood this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Mahomes will throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So flying Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever